Okay, so 12 speed greens. We're looking at a 15.4 foot putt down 6 inches. So we're going to subtract the 15.4 minus the 6.1 because it's downhill. And that's 9.3 feet. So my distance that I want to hit this is probably 7 feet, 6.5, 7 feet would be good. The goal is to, if I miss, to leave it 3 feet past the hole, to just tap it in. Um, Downhill putts like this, I prefer to be more aggressive, so I don't want to hit it slow, have it trickle to the hole and just fall in. Again, you have to take more break into account doing it that way. I know it's downhill, but if I hit this at like 6.5, 7, it's not gonna shoot it way past the hole on 12 speed greens. 13 speed greens, that's a different story. You would have to hit it at like a true 6 feet. Because if you hit it at 7, it might roll 5 or 6 feet past. 12 speed is different. So one thing that happens is the game will put you on the what it thinks is the ideal meter speed for your putt. It doesn't take into account elevation, the 6 inches down or the 6 inches up, but it will take the 15 inches, 15.4, and say, all right, well, it's not going to make it if you're using a 15 meter, 1530, 60 putter. So a lot of times you'll be standard. It'll put you on this 30 foot, and you won't realize that because your mind is saying I need to hit it slower, and you're gonna hit this at just under 7, but you're actually hitting it at close to 14, and it's goodbye, right? People do that. It's happened, and it pisses people off, right? Game doesn't know that elevation, so you just have to standard. You have to move it yourself to 15. Um, Same if you're using the 10, 20 putter scale, it's going to put you, over at 20, and you could shoot it long. So, 15 foot putt, and the 15 scale will work. Now that I've calculated that I want to hit this at like 6.5, 7 feet, I'm now paying attention to the break. All right, so this putt is a little weird. You have the first couple dots here moving this way, and then it changes direction, it slows down, and then it starts to move this way faster, and then it kind of slows down at the end here, and then speeds up again. So it's a weird left to right, right to left kind of putt. What also makes this putt difficult is I like to favor one side of the dots for where the ball's closest to. But because we're gonna have to play this in a diagonal angle, both these lines have to be taken into consideration. So now you're looking at 2 sets of break here. Now when it's like this, the game will give you hints. You can look at it in a different method. So if you hold down the distance box here, you can look at it where you'll see one set of dots. So you see how now you see one set of lines moving. You release it, you see two. Hold it down, you see one. So this holding it down this way is it's almost like a hint. It says now you can look at it, and so you see one set of dots. And seeing this again, it starts out like it wants to go right, then it straightens out, and then it goes left, speeds up in the middle, slows down at the end. Okay, so you can look at it that way by holding this down, and you can look at it this way on both sides. Little hints here. So, like I said in the last video, if I was to guess, I would probably say it's maybe something like here. But because my initial intuition is putting it there, I want to deliberately add a little more to make sure that if I miss, I finish on the high side of the cup. So it's like I'm saying I want to purposely miss this on the high side based off of this break. So I'm going to add just a little more. Maybe like something like that. All right. And then I'm going to hit this at, 7, just under 7.5. And we just missed. But you see how we finished on the low side, so I actually needed to take more into consideration. And again, you see how it puts you on the 30 meter. You have to manually move it to the 15. So this is in. My initial read was just a hair off, but this will go in.
Drained it.
Close, but you can't make them all.